1-7, among the worst records in the league. But hey, Nick Mullins, welcome to the NFL.
Right.
Kid went to Southern Miss, same school that produced Brett Favre. Mullins broke a lot of Favre's records from college, and he comes out in his first NFL action, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, a scintillating 152 passer rating. And here's what the head coach said about him afterwards.
We're just keeping our secret weapon, ready to go. No, he did an awesome job today. The guys played real well around him. There's a lot on his plate coming in and, being his first time in a real NFL game, non-preseason. Started off real well, was very poised, got the guys in and out of the huddle, and did a hell of a job.
Did he surprise you at all?
You never know until you see someone. He didn't surprise us in terms of, the game's not too big for Nick. He's very poised. He is always locked in. That's why the guys always, they respect him. He earned a lot of respect in the preseason, them watching him play both years, last year and this year. The way he handles himself in practice each week. He didn't really know for sure whether he was going to start today until today. And just the way he handled the 2 days of long walkthroughs and stuff, he's a machine in there, and I was happy for him. Just how locked in he is, just his detail and how he prepares for a game each week. There was no difference in him knowing the game plan this week than last year when he didn't have a chance of playing. So that's what I mean by a machine. He's always working. He's always studying. He always is acting like he's going to be the starter. And today he got his opportunity and it paid off.
You called a pass on the first play, Kyle. Was the idea to be aggressive from the outset and just let him air it out?
No. I didn't plan on running it every down all game. So, we like the pass and we like starting out that way. And, we have confidence in Nick. That's why he's here. And he did a very good job. But, we didn't. That was nothing different.
Winning the final battle of the Bay, how does the eternal bragging rights that you guys are going to get feel for your team?
I'm not sure about that right now. I know, I grew up a huge Niners fan. I also grew up a Raiders hater from my, growing up mainly in the AFC West also, and also having a history with them. So it feels good, definitely. Feels good to win, but I'm definitely happy for our fans.
And then piggybacking off that, how do you feel about how the Niners are about to become the Bay Area's only NFL franchise?
I feel like it's kind of always been like that too. So it's, I don't mean it in that way, but they've been here the longest and they've never left.
So what was the process today, getting to make the decision on Mullins, and how close was CJ?
The main thing was whether CJ could just be the backup or not. Kind of yesterday we had a pretty good idea that we were going to go with Nick. We just wanted to make sure that CJ could be out there and at least be healthy enough to be the backup. So we had to go through that this morning with him. Once he confirmed that, then we were good to go.
Oh, sorry you can't enjoy this longer before you get this question, but...
It's all right. I expect it from you.
Are you going to consider Nick for the start, to remain the starter for your next game?
Yeah, definitely will consider it. Definitely not thinking about that right now, but our whole team played very well. Nick definitely did. I thought our guys up front played well. And I thought the entire offense did. I thought the defense played their tail off. I thought the pass rush was there. I thought we tackled well. I thought our punter and kicker did well. It was a very good all-around win. I was real happy for our guys. We've been through a lot here, and we're not done. We're trying to get our way out of this, and it's good to get a win today, and hopefully we can lead to some others.
So did Nick have the full breadth of the offense at his disposal?
Yes, yeah. Nick knows offense as well as anyone. He's been here since day one, so.
Obviously, does that help just with everybody else sort of being on the same page, the fact that you don't have to make those kind of changes for a guy in his situation?
It's huge. It's always tough. You go through a lot of work with guys in the off-season and OTAs and training camp. You try to build a foundation of just your verbiage and how to use guys, and it takes a lot of work for everyone. So that's why it's a huge challenge during the year to, change quarterbacks and sometimes when you go through some unfortunate situations, bringing in someone who hasn't been in, you have to limit it, which helps that guy have a chance, but it makes it a lot tougher on everyone else. So just the fact that Nick's been here for the entire time, and you don't have to limit anything offensively with the play calls and everything, and I think it makes everyone else's job a lot easier.
Considering how well Nick played tonight and the struggles CJ had the past few weeks, why not make the switch sooner?
Because I don't put all those struggles on just CJ. I think it's bad just to, I think people make a huge mistake just saying if you win, it's the quarterback. If you lose, it's the quarterback. I mean, there's 11 guys on offense. There's 53 guys on our team. I thought our team had probably our best game of the year so far. That's nothing against CJ. I think CJ would have played well tonight too if he played.
It looked like Nick was doing really well in the play action fakes, especially on third down. Was there one throw that really stood out to you, or a move that he did? I know he had the long pass to Richie James, Kittle made the one-hander, and then the 3 touchdown passes. Any of those stand out?
Yeah, the one to Kittle was very impressive. He got to the number 2 guy in his read, and from what I saw, it didn't look like he had a very good window, and he did a good job of getting around someone, and then Kittle made a hell of a play catching that. I thought one down in the red zone was an RPO play, just getting it to Dwelly. His first catch. I thought that was a hell of a throw, and just the way he hung in there and was very efficient and ran the offense very well.
Just like I say, wasn't good enough tonight. Thought we got off to a good start. We lost some linemen on offense. Really restricted a lot of things that we could do. And again, we struggled defensively. We gave up too many big plays, fell behind, and given the circumstances, it was tough. But we got a long way to go. I take responsibility for it, and I'll answer any questions I can.
Great. Their effort the last couple of weeks. Can you do that again after tonight?
I don't think so. I'm not going to say anything about the effort. I know there were some big plays, and I thought the guys fought until the end. We were offensively, I know we were depleted up front, had some guys playing out of position. Defensively, I thought they hung in there under some dire situations late in the game, but I'll take a look at the tape.
How's Colton doing?
I don't know. He got hurt on the first series of the game. We had a nice drive to start the game. We moved into the red zone, and he got hurt. And he tried to come back. He couldn't push off. We tried Silberman at left tackle, and then we put Ko at left tackle, and Ko tweaked his knee again. Brandon Parker had some issues early in the game. He finished, but it was tough.
Derek healthy when he was removed?
Yeah, and really there's nothing to that. We had a hard time protecting. The play selection was limited at that time. We were clearly behind, and we want to make sure that we took care of Derek, and we played a conservative football game with AJ in the game at the end.
You've worked with a lot of quarterbacks through the years. Does it take a toll on a guy when he's constantly under pressure?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. We had a very good week of protection last week, and I thought we started off the game protecting quite well. And we're already missing Donald Penn at right tackle. You move your left tackle out of the lineup, and then our TJ Clemmings, our third swing tackle, was hurt last week. So we've been playing a lot of different people, and it's tough. It's tough, no matter how you slice it.
John, did Nick Mullins surprise you?
No, he's a guy that's athletic, and he can throw the ball. He had a couple wide open receivers early, and inexcusable errors by us. But when you can run the ball like the 49ers ran it tonight, it makes playing quarterback a whole lot easier.
You said you take responsibility, but do you think you had the team prepared to play today?
Well, a short week is tough. Like I said, I think we took the opening kickoff, went right down the field. I think we were ready to go. I'm not going to make excuses about the injuries on the line, but those are very difficult to overcome, the kinds that we had tonight. But defensively, we've got to find a way to start games better. We've got to eliminate the big plays, stop the run somehow. We've got to stop the bleeding defensively, and we're going to continue to take a look at it, but it wasn't good enough tonight.
Faulkner had the pieces he needs on defense?
I'm not going to get into all that tonight. Obviously, we hope to get Vanderdoes and Ellis back to help us inside. We'll take a look at it, but we just got to play better. We got to play a lot better than we are right now.
Raiders with the Chargers next. Niners have the Giants on Monday Night Football in Week 10. Assuming C.J. Beathard is healthy and able to play, which quarterback would you go with?
Well, that's difficult because right now he's still not ready to play. So next week, I think if you're just thinking right now, you go in there on Monday, Tuesday, go through the week. By practice on Wednesday, I think that you still let Nick play. I think you still let him go and see what he can do. I mean, you're not going to the playoffs. You're not doing anything.
That's if CJ's not healthy.
That's if CJ's not healthy.
Okay.
If CJ is, that's why you think you have time here. You know, that's one of those things that you have the luxury of time and let CJ fully heal from that wrist injury, which he tried to come back and play in. And then just let Nick go out there and play and get some reps. And then when CJ's fully healthy, you let him go back.
You know he's going to be super healthy.
If he's
super rushed to get back there. After what Mullins did tonight, he'll be ready tomorrow morning to
Look,
go.
just devil's advocate here.
Yeah.
Even if he was healthy, wouldn't you still want to see Nick Mullins and see what he could do, just so you kind of know what you're dealing with moving forward?
I would still want to see him, see what he can do, especially to see how he performs in the second game. Because, listen, this was a great game, but the Raiders' defense is really bad, and I would want to see him against another team, another defense, just to see if he can have that repeat performance.
But you also saw CJ play really well when he was healthy. So normally you don't bump the number 3 up to the number 2 off of one game. The number 2 should probably get the start when he's 100% healthy. You know what you got in one game. This is a small, super small sample size against a bad football team. So I wouldn't try to put him up there with Steve Young in Montana. We did see he has some skill set. He did play well, but I think I think it's fair. CJ didn't do anything to lose his job.
Well, I think time will tell. I think that if he goes out there and plays again, right, and he does the same thing over the course of 2 or 3 weeks, then we have a real conversation about, hey, CJ, this guy's playing really well. We're going to let him roll, right? If not, then you put CJ back.
I would just hate for him to not get a shot and go back to the practice squad. We've seen in a number of different situations, our ability to evaluate in the NFL isn't always exactly.
No, he ain't going back to practice.
He's not going back to practice. He's going to play again for the 49ers this year.
You go to practice squad, somebody going to pick him up.
Coach,
somebody take him.
I got the blue check, no practice squad.